Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing great. In our last video, we discussed about how to set up AS2, installing B2B Integrator, and also I have shown you hands-on step-by-step demo. I hope it was useful to all of you, including those who are new to this channel. Those who are new to this channel, a very warm welcome. And also, I would like you to share, subscribe, and also like this channel, and also hit the bell icon for getting any new video notifications that I typically post on an ad hoc basis. So, with that, let's get started with our today's topic. So, today's topic, I'm not gonna talk about any technical uh, subject. Rather, I found it interesting in one of the comment recently which someone posted in one of the video is after we get little bit of insight or experience around EDI technology based on our project that we are working and the company that we are working in, what kind of EDI jobs that typically I can apply for outside my existing roles and responsibilities. So I'm going to give you some insight of what kind of jobs that you can apply when you have at least the expectation is that the base foundation of the EDI basics, like let's say, for example, if I have to give an example, you should be familiar, irrespective of whatever tools or technologies you are using, be it you're using Sterling B2B integrator, be it you are using Clio, be it you are using Axway products, right? Or be it you are using Oracle MFT products or any uh, products that you have out there, it really comes down to the concepts of the EDI basics, right? So when I say about EDI basics, let's say if I have to ask you what is EDI, you should be able to explain me as if I don't know anything about EDI, right? As if I'm just a person who is completely unaware of anything related to IT. If you're able to explain what is EDI to him, that means you have fluency in that specific topic, right? Let's say if I say after what is EDI, what kind of standards that you have in EDI? Why do we need EDI standards? You should be able to explain that. What kind of protocols are there in EDI? Have you set up one? What are the basics of setting up AS2 protocol? Why do we use AS2? Right? What is the reason of using SFTP? How do you set it up? What are the prerequisite of setting up SFTP? So these are some of the, see, I'm not even talking about any specific product here, or I'm not asking any specific talk like product related questions here. I'm just asking very basic questions, right? Um, so these are like some of the insights of like identifying, asking yourself these questions and be able to answer them fluently and confidently is where you think or you should think that probably you're ready for your next job or maybe moving up the career, right? Now with that, typically there are, on a high level, right, there are different kind of jobs in EDI, but on a high level I would say there are three kinds of jobs out there for folks who are having at least the basic knowledge of EDI. The first and foremost is working like jobs where uh, companies like, for example, Indian consulting companies, US consulting companies, who provide EDI or B2B resources to different other projects that they are supporting, right? So let's say there's a company, a consulting company ABC, and that ABC company has got a project from another company, right? Let's say, for example, XYZ. And XYZ actually is a company who probably is maybe a part of retail industry. It might be a part of fintech. It might be an insurance company, and within their IT infrastructure, they have EDI transactions going on, right? So they have applications, they have different kind of maps for translations, they have communication protocol setup and all that. So that's an existing infrastructure of EDI, and they have contracted that support as well as new development for those EDI infrastructure to a company called ABC. So ABC is basically supposed to provide EDI resources, and then they post jobs either in Indeed, either on their own website, or uh, they can post in LinkedIn jobs, right? So those are typically the jobs where you get hired, and that hiring can be a full-time employee, right? Or it can be a contract position as well, where you get paid per hour, right? So it can be either way. And they are providing those B2B resources, and you're going to not work for ABC company, but you're actually going to work in the infrastructure uh, and the environment for the company, as I mentioned, XYZ, right? So that is one type of job. The second type of job that I wanted to mention is where um, it's a company, like for example XYZ, and they have this a whole, and it's an insurance company, for example. They have claims which are EDI transactions. They have eligibility checks, right? Like for example, if you so those are also EDI transactions, right? So it can be real time, it can be batch transaction. I'm not going to deep into like the complexity of the insurance, or maybe it can be retail, like it can be purchase orders, invoices, shipment advices, right? All that. So having said that, that company is actually having this whole EDI applications and infrastructure, and they want someone, right? So to support or to be part of that particular team. So they are, and that role can be a full-time employee or a requirement of a contractual as well. So they directly are looking for resources who can work contractually with them, or they can, it can be full-time employee. It really depends, right, upon their requirements, their so their team structure and all that. So in that, the company itself will post jobs requirements, right, in the same portals that I mentioned, like Indeed, LinkedIn, and other places. Okay, and so they are going to hire you, and that hiring can be for different roles, right? They can have maybe three different teams, maybe a single team who, and a single person wear multiple hats. Why I'm saying multiple hats and why I'm saying three types of, the first type is typically they have this existing message flows, they have this existing infrastructure, they want someone in the production support, right? Like if something breaks, who is going to fix it, troubleshoot and fix it, right? That's a production support job. So they can hire for that role, or they can hire for new development, right? Like they might have some, like every month they might have like 30 trading partners that they want to be set up on their EDI infrastructure. So someone has to develop the maps if needed, someone has to develop, like uh, like create the configurations, the communication protocols and all that, right? So they need someone on the dev team, right? And this person can actually be part of the production support and the dev team. So you might be wearing multiple hats. There might be another requirement where they want a dedicated admin person, right, for that product, who is actually going to patch the product. If there are license that needs to be updated, if there is recycle that has to happen, if there is weekly maintenance that has to happen, right, all that, or if there are like performance issues, how who is going to do that? So that's an admin role, right, who has access to the server level and can actually take care of those kind of requirements. So that's one type of job. The other job that I would recommend, I can mention over here, is jobs where, um, like for example, if I give you an example, there are product teams, right? For example, Sterling is IBM product right now, right? So IBM might have their own requirement to hire people who can be part of the product team to develop like new features or within the Sterling like product line itself, right? It can be maybe AWS, for example. AWS has their cloud native B2B slash MFT solution, like B2B data interchange slash AWS transfer family. And they might be looking for people like mostly on the development side who can help in their feature development, right? They can expand. Like I just recently, like a couple of days back, I saw someone posted that they need like development team. They're actually increasing that, and they need someone okay who is passionate about working in EDI product implementation, right? So that can be one of the job. So and then like it can be Axway, right? It can be Oracle MFT. So those are product teams okay who are looking for team like folks who can work within their development team itself, right? So they are not actually working in any EDI infrastructure, but they're building the product itself. So that is another type of uh, like typical jobs that I've seen in the EDI industry, right? And what else we have? I think these are the primary type of job that I can think of in the EDI industry based on your expertise in the very basic and the core of EDI technology. It can be implemented across any application or product per se. You don't have to be expert in all the product, but you need to understand the EDI concepts, right? So focus on harping your like skills on the basics of the technology itself, rather than which product that you are using to implement that concept, right? That is more important. So I hope I'm able to kind of address that question that I received on the different type of jobs that you can expect for you to grow your career. Having said that, I'm going to conclude today's session. And uh, those who are new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon for getting notified. And I'll see you in our next video next week. Thank you and have a nice day.